Yo, what is up, you guys? So today we're going to be talking about Sernium. If you are pre-level 260 and you're curious about what Sernium is and what it's all about, then this may be for you. But this is just for people who are curious about the area. So Sernium is like a 260 plus area. And you know, it goes up to 265, which is Burning Cernium. You can click on the little circle over here if you've ever like wandered through the Maple map. So this is the 265 plus area, and the mobs here are a little bit tankier, and they required more sacred power. And sacred power is like a completely different thing than arcane force. So not in addition to like maxing all of these out, which took me about like a year. Um, you've got to go up to once you're done with that, you just go to Sacred Force. So you can actually just take it out, and then yeah. So yeah, Sacred Force is just a completely different symbol, and it gives you even more of your main stat or HP if you're a Demon Avenger. And it takes a long time to max this out. It's way longer than this. Usually these give you like a lot more symbols. They even have a PQ for it, a party quest for it, so that you can get the symbols faster. But Sernium, as of right now, does not have like a party quest for it, so it's just a slow burn kind of thing. Sacred Force is very hard to get. So once you get to Sernium, you have 260 area, right? This is the original Sernium area at 260, and then once you hit 265, you can actually go inside this portal. You'll see it if you are level 265, of course, and you've completed the quest line. This is the burning or like destroyed area of Sernium. So each area gives you 5 symbols a day, just 5, nothing more or less. So it's just kind of, you get 10 symbols a day. Once you're 265, you're no longer time gated. You can get all of these Sernium symbols that you possibly can. And then when you hit 270, you get 5 symbols from Arcus, and then I'm assuming if you hit 275, you get 5 symbols from Odium, which is not out yet, but maybe you're watching this in the future, it's already out. But yeah, that's a 275 area. But we're just going to be talking about Sernium this video. So yeah, you get 5 symbols for each area, and you get 10 symbols a day total. Oh, okay. So yeah, and yeah, these daily quests are going to give you EXP. So let's see, I went from 28.726 to... Alright, so I gained a pretty fat chunk at my level 270. That's not bad. I don't really train anymore. I have to hit 275 at some point, but yeah. So yeah, you can just enter the portal if you want to go back to the area, which is very nice. So now that we've talked about these symbols, let's just talk about the general area. So let's just, I don't have a hyper teleport rock, so I'm just gonna use the, what do you call it, the Maple guide. So in terms of like training, I'm not like the best trainer. I've talked about how I train without frenzy, and it's not the best way to train in MapleStory at all, but obviously some of my viewers are actually in Reboot, so Reboot does not have any enhanced spawn as of the removal of wild totems. So when I was level 260 flat, like 260, 261, 262, I would actually train in these maps because I had low sacred power. So you can see on the top left corner, I'm doing 120% more damage because I'm over by 40 with the sacred power here. So I will be dealing increased damage. So it's just when you start off in Sernium, you just have really low sac. So it's just really fucking hard to grind if you have low damage and you can't one-shot. So yeah, I did train in these maps, but they're not really good. I do like how they are aesthetically, and they also, I'm pretty sure this map, if you play MapleStory music on, does not have music. It's just kind of like ASMR. It's like the sound of the waves crashing. This map, I literally trained in all of these maps. Like, I would just watch like anime or something, and then I would just, I would just grind away. I wouldn't even use enhanced spawn. And that's how I grinded from 260 to 65. I didn't grind here the entire way, but because it's really bad. It's not like good, but it's not terrible, I just contradicted myself. So that's the area, and then you have this area right here, which is like the bird area, I'll call it. Birds right here. So yeah, this is the bird. So this is also a good training area. When I was like 260, 261, 262, I would do my dailies here. I would do, speaking of dailies, let me just, so this is the 260 Sernium one. So they're all 1000. The Burnium area has 700 counts, but this area has 260, or sorry, 1000 counts. So let's just do Monster goals. You can pick any, oh by the way, you can pick any of these. The best one, in my opinion, is Fire Spirits, or you can go to Wandering Scholar Ghosts. There's a ghost area by the library. So the main area of Sernium has the soldiers in the river forest area, and then we've got the monster ghouls, which is the birds, and then we've got the fire spirits, and then we've got the ghost library area, which we'll call it. Let's just do monster ghouls real quick, and I'll talk a little bit more about the area. So once you get to Sernium, it's just really fucking hard to one-shot. Like, you'll have like 10 sack. You will literally have no more than 10 or 20 sack, and that's just not gonna make you do 100% damage to the mobs. And unfortunately, if you notice in the hyperstats, there's no way to increase your sacred power like it is with Arcane Force. There's no hyperstat to increase that. So it's just a pain in the ass. When you first get to Sernium and you have really low Sacred Force, and you're also not very funded, and you don't really, maybe you have average gear and you can't one-shot, the only thing you can do really is just wait for the symbols to accumulate. So the best way to get your symbols is to actually just do an event. Some events have the symbol selectors, and then for the past like 1 or 2 events, since I've reached 260, I've pretty much just been using the event shop to, where is it? Not this one. The event shop will always have a growth tab, and a growth tab usually has the symbol selectors. So first of all, if you haven't maxed out your arcane symbols, do that first. But once you get to 260 and you've maxed out all your arcane symbols, you want to use Sacred Symbol Selector. Actually, I would actually value Sacred Force over Arcane, even if you haven't finished your Arcane River dailies. I would definitely do Sacred Symbol Selector, because these ones are very hard to come by, you know what I mean? Like, you only get 5 for Sernium, and you get 5 extra for Burnium, and then you get another 5 from Hotel, and then Odium, you get the idea. So yeah, it's a lot, but let's see. Okay, so I have 1,000 coins, right? Let's see, how many can I buy? Maybe like 6? No, I can actually buy 7, so I'll buy 1 more. So whichever symbol you have the least level on, you want to throw it on that, because it's just going to, you know, the lower level it is, the easier it is to level up. So we're going to just do that. So I'm going to select Arcus over Sernium, since it's a completely different symbol. So we're going to just do that. So I got 7 of those symbols, and I got 5 from earlier, so I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 again. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 symbols. So we're going to add 57 currently to 12. I mean, I don't know, I'm even doing the math for this. But yeah, 57 to plus 12 equals 69. Nice, nice, nice. So yeah, pretty much this entire event, I'm going to literally chuck all of my coins onto Sacred Force for Arcus, because it just, you know, time gating is just ass, dude. I don't want to be time gated. And then we're gonna finish the Sernium quest real quick, and I will do that off camera, and then I'll come back. So while I'm finishing up these dailies, I will note that in terms of training, 260 plus at Sernium is just way faster than, so if you trained at, for example, Limina, where is it? Arcane River, and then you click on Tenebris, there's so many click-throughs. Limina, so once you hit level 260, there is a level curve, so like, I don't know how to explain it, like it's just like, it goes up really fast, like, you know what I mean, like it's just, you just don't gain EXP anymore at Limina, like you do, but you just, in comparison to Sernium, you just gain way more EXP, like, you're gonna notice the difference. The mobs at Sernium give way more EXP than the Limina map, oh god, the rune. But yeah, the level difference is just really huge. I'm just going to point that out, so if you are someone who wants to reach level 270, as soon as you reach 260, you're like very ambitious to, you know, level up, I will say Sernium is way faster, and absolutely nobody in the right mind trains at Limina. unless you're doing like just meso farming or something. But yeah, that's the only way people would train at Limina at like 260 plus. You know, it's just not good EXP compared to Sernium. Sernium EXP is just really good. Like all of the maps are good, all of the mobs give fat EXP, so it's just really good for training. And you never want to go back to the Arcane River once you're 260. Alrighty, so I finished the quest. We're going to go back to town, and you don't even have to go back to town to actually claim the XP. You can just click on your yellow light bulb on the left side of your screen, and then just click on monster goals, and yep, so that is going to give me some EXP as well. So let's see, I'm at 29.103, and that's going to give me like maybe like 0.2%, so that's not bad at all. It's definitely going to be like maybe like closer to 1% at 260. I don't know. I can't do math in my head for the calculator, but yeah. So that is your dailies. So just know that the Sernium dailies only have 1,000 counts for mobs, and then the Burnium area has options for 700 mob count, but it's going to have higher sack required, so it's just going to be harder to penetrate. That's why they give you less mobs to kill. So let's just do some calculations real quick. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is obviously 10. I'm not even going to count. I can't. So yeah, this is a row of 8, and then plus 2, that's 10. So we're going to go to Sacred Forest. So I have currently 416 out of 444 at growth level 6. So let's add that. It's going to be 426. So yeah, I'm really close to leveling up Sernium. If I wanted to, I could use the symbols from the event to finish this one off, but I'm just going to use it on Arcus because it's really low leveled, and I want to max that out to level 4 as soon as possible, which I will eventually. So let's say you hit level 260, right? You hit level 260, and you're only getting 5 symbols a day, and you're just kind of like, you decided like, hey, I'm just really tired of grinding. I just don't want to fucking... I just don't want to do daily, or I don't want to level up to 265 anymore. So let's say you do Sernium dailies every single day, right? 5 symbols a day. 5 times how many days are in a year are how many days are in a year is 365, right? So 365 times 5 equals 1,825 symbols. However, if you reach Burnium, you gain an extra 5 symbols. So let's say, you know, 10 symbols a day times 365 equals, okay, 10 times 365 would be 3,650 symbols. So you see the difference is just really huge. So if you can possibly push yourself to reach level 265 as soon as possible, just, you know, do it. If you hate the feeling of being time-gated in MapleStory or like any other MMORPG, just push yourself to hit level 265. It's a pain, I know, but slow and steady, you'll make it. And yeah, Hotel Arcus only gives me 5 symbols, so regardless, I'm still gonna get like, what, like 5 times 365. So I'm only gonna get like 1,000. I'm gonna get less than 2,000 symbols a year for doing hotel dailies. And yeah, it's a pain in the ass. But hopefully in the future they make it easier to gain access to Sacred Forest. Maybe they'll add like a party quest or something, but I'm gonna actually put on the screen the like level calculations. And by the way, Sacred Power upgrades are so expensive. Like I pay like 300 mil, 600 mil, like it gets really expensive. So yeah, and then lastly we're gonna talk about the 265 area. Once you hit 265 for Burnium, you actually gain a, well, I don't think you gain this node, but you have the Solar Crest node, which is the Mitra's node. This is a pretty good skill for training. What it does is that okay, let me actually just use it real quick in battle and show you guys what it does. So it's basically a summon, right? So that's a regular mobbing skill. I don't know why I did that. And yeah, let's just use Solar Crest. I have it keyed to this. So what it does is that it does a full screen attack, so let's get a fat mob chunk. Entire, or like pretty fat, you know, range, right? But then not only that, but it summons this thingy, and watch what it does. So it basically, it's kind of hitting the mobs, right? I have low sacred power for this area, but it's not doing that much damage. But usually it one-shots, right? So yeah, that's what it does. It gives you... Let me just read the skill. Mitra's Fire. So first of all, it costs 15% of your max HP, so this is kind of dangerous while bossing. Summons a Flame Emblem after dealing 1,650% damage up to 15 enemies 12 times. So it hits 15 enemies, and it hits 12 times. And then the Flame Emblem is the summon, right? So it does 440 damage up to 2 enemies 6 times. So it's only going to do 2 enemies. Let's see. Is it actually only hitting 2? Oh, it's gone now. It already expired. But yeah, it does 440% damage to 2 enemies 6 times every 2.1 seconds for 51 seconds. If it's just striking a single enemy, aka like you're bossing, it's going to do 605% damage. And the cooldown is really fucking long. It's like 250 seconds at max level. You can see right here that I've maxed it out. I even used the +5 node enhancement. So yeah, it's level 30 technically. And it does 1,650% damage. So if you are lacking burst damage, this is a pretty good skill for you. And I'm actually going to go show you where you get it. I'm actually not really sure how... Oh yeah, the way you get it in a reboot is that you kill Saren, right? The boss. Where's the boss tab? So yeah, you have to kill Saren to get the node. She drops it... where's Saren? Holy shit. Chosen Saren. Okay, so yeah, if you kill Saren, then you will get the node. At level 265, they don't even give it to you, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't recall them giving it to us. So let's just go to the auction house. The way I got it is that I just bought a bunch of them. So once you hit 265, if you're in regular server like me, just type in Nitra's Nodestone. Oh my god, they are so cheap. You know, I bought these for like 70 mil. I feel bad now. But yeah, I used to... man, I bought a lot of these. They used to be like so expensive. But yeah, once you hit 265 and you're at regular server, just buy a Mitra's Nodestone, and it will give you the Solar Crest skill node, and then you need a decent amount of these to max them out. But make sure you don't buy them in bulk and level them up, because you might run out of excess. Or you might have like an extra amount, so just don't waste your money on that. Yeah, so I've gone over the dailies and the Solar Crest node and, how long it takes to level up your symbols. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. I'm actually awkwardly in Hotel Arcus instead of Sernium. Not really appropriate for this video, but just hit 265 as soon as possible. 270 if you can, if you have the time. It's going to be a long uphill battle from here. Like, it's just like you have to play this game for like another year to like max out your symbols, or maybe like a year and a half, 2 years. It's just crazy. I don't know why Nexon does this, but they just time gate the fuck out of us. So that's why events, you always want to abuse events when getting your symbols, because events do shorten the time gating just a little bit. So yeah, every single event that has a growth tab and it offers you symbol selectors, just do that for sacred power, and you'll be even closer to maxing out your symbols, and it's just going to be a really long time. I've been 260 for a couple of months maybe, and I'm only at 90 sack. So, and just so you know, you need I think 200 sack to finish, or to fight like Saren or something. Where is Saren? Does it tell you? No, but you need a lot of sack. So you can actually look on the map, right? Okay, well, hold on. Let me pull up the map real quick before I end this video. So if you hover over any of the Grandis, this is Grandis, by the way. It literally says right here. So Sernium shows you, right, 50, you need 50 sack. The little blue crystal area, that is 50 sack. So this entire area requires 50 sack. You get the Burnium, and then it's 70, 70, and then some of them are like 100, so you gotta be careful. It's a little bit more than a regular, so you might not be one-shotting at this area. And then when you get to Hotel, it's just crazy, right? Like, it gives you need 200 sacred power. Like, that's nowhere near, like, it's gonna take like a year to get that, it's like crazy, like over a year probably. But yeah, it just gets really crazy, so you just want to hit level 260, 265, 270 as soon as possible. Like, trust me, you don't want to be time gated. Alright, well, I'm going to probably make a video on the other areas. If, well, I'm not even gonna be like 275. Like, it's gonna be a long time. So I'm just talking about Sernium. So yeah, if you guys like this video, leave a comment. If I missed anything, leave a comment. If you didn't like this video, dislike it. I don't care. If you want more content, maybe drop a comment what I should do next. I'm interested in making more, branching out and making more content. So yeah, take care. Do your dailies.